Hi everyone. Before we're gonna start in another few minutes, just would like to make sure you can all hear and see my screen. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so everything is good. All right, thank you. We we are about to start in another few minutes. Okay, hi everyone, and welcome to our trading room. I'm Snir. I will be with you with this trading room today. So thank you for joining us. I hope you had a relaxing weekend. Before we start, just would like to remind you that we made some change in the last 2 weeks. About 2 weeks ago, we just made some change in our website and our web programs. So if you have any questions regards this change or regards the new aggressive program that we just add, you can also ask here. And for sure, you are more than welcome to participate in this trading room, show your idea, say your opinion, and if you have any other assets you prefer to analyze, just let me know. You can just write it down on the chat box, and I'll follow the request. Okay, so let's start. Before we start, do you have any questions regards the website, regards anything else, or you have any other pairs that you prefer to analyze? Any comments? Okay. All right. So let's start. I'll start with another position I have. I know that we all trying to find together good opportunities during the market, during the trading room. But lastly, it always starts with a trade that I'm already in. So sorry about that. Anyway, this is the trade that I'm in now. I just entered this trade when the price was about this area, as you can see here. And I just would like to explain and give you the reason The reason I show you is not just to show that I'm in a profit, and I would like to explain. First, we have this demand that I think we mentioned this one in the last trading room a few days ago. So we have this one, which seems like, I would say that this reaction is, I would consider this as a touch for this demand here. And then the price rise up, but create also, as you can see, creates a Quasimodo pattern here. Okay, since the price creates low, high, lower, low, this is a lower high from the previous one. As you can see, the price came this way after a downtrend, and then the price suddenly creates higher high, as you can see here. Okay, the level of the Quasimodo is about here, which seems also like a demand, which is more important for us in order to get inside position. It's also exactly at the same level as the left shoulder here. If we just switch this to the 15-minute chart, you can see it better. Okay, we have this, and then the price just run way up and create a higher high. By this way up, the price broke out this high, this one, this supply also, and reach that level. Now, where the price came from when the price get back to this level here, it came from this high, okay, this top, which is equal to this level of the price. As you can see, there is nothing dramatic here that would turn the price back to be bearish. So my conclusion from this situation is that any move down, it's just kind of a technical correction in order to collect more buy orders from a lower level and then probably continue up, hopefully. Okay, so because I believe that if the price reach that level here, okay, then most likely the price tends to reach higher levels. All right, at least this level, or maybe this supply here at the left, or maybe up to the top here. Okay, so I have this position. I already closed a bit less than half of this position. And as you can see, the stop loss is above the entry level. 5-minute chart. Okay, stop loss below this level, about few pips below this level, which is good enough for me. Already took some profit from this position. Now we are above the entry level. I will let the price the chance to reach higher levels, even maybe even this next available supply, because also here at the top, it's not a supply level, it's kind of resistance. I think the next critical levels that can stop the price from keep moving up, it's about this area here. Okay, so therefore I set the take profit just there. All right. Okay, someone asked, Andreas, you asked for the euro against the dollar. Okay, let's see. I think just before we continue, I think you, as a Forex trader, you already know that we are in the end of the year, the holidays time just very soon. And we will probably, it's not always, but usually by this time in the year, the price get really, calm down, nothing really move, and the volatility is really low. I mean, the volume is low, and therefore the volatility is also a low. The price usually move in a very tight range, and it almost doesn't create a new supply or demand, a good opportunities. But sometimes yes. So it can be a boring time for Forex traders, and I would suggest you to stay calm and be patient and wait for the perfect opportunities. always. And even if you don't find any good opportunity for a week or two, that's fine. Sometimes it's better to wait, sit and wait in the side, and let the price to create the perfect opportunity for us. Okay, so this is the euro dollar, the AUD USD, and Enrique. Okay, we will check it soon. This is the euro dollar. We are in the 5-minute chart. Um, as you can see, the price, let's start from the higher time frame. I think that we can just agree that in the higher time frame, also in the last few days, the sorry, it's not the euro dollar. This is the euro dollar. Okay. This is the daily chart, and as you can see, the price just reached the last top here. Okay. So this is where we now, and it's not a level that I would enter in a sell position on the first touch. I still think it's more a kind of, this is the level. Probably there is some supply over there. I would like to see how it seems in the weekly chart. Okay, this one. So as I said, it's not a perfect supply and clear one that we can just enter on the first touch. I do believe that the price might tends to reach higher levels, about these levels here. So, and there, this level, I am definitely sell on the first touch. And back to the daily chart. So this is where the price now. I won't sell on the first touch, but I'll definitely keep my eyes open in this situation and wait for the reversal in the low time frame here where the price now. That means we can just go to the 15-minute chart. And when I'm saying wait for the reversal, is once the price will break out this area, this level, which is kind of support resistance, as you can see from the left also. Then if the price will break out this level, okay, I'll definitely, it will be kind of a confirmation, kind of a signal for a reversal opportunity. And after that happened, if that happened, I will just have to wait for we'll have to look for a new fresh supply that the price created, if the price created one like this. And if we find some supply, then we can just hopefully let the price retrace this supply and then sell. Okay, so this is what I'm waiting for. I would definitely expected the price to break out this level just because of the picture that we saw on the daily chart. Uh, but of course, it doesn't have to happen. The price can continue up even if you just reach this top from the left. Okay, so we can just wait and see. We will back to see. We'll back to this pair to see if the price get any close to this level. Okay, so that's the euro dollar. 15 minutes. It's also relevant for the short term intraday traders. As long as the price didn't broke out this level, I don't think we have a good and clear reason to buy or sell the euro dollar. Okay. And AUD USD daily chart. All right. That's the daily chart. Well, we have almost the same situation, almost. Okay, as you can see, price reached this last top on the daily chart, okay, from a few months ago, from about 3 months ago. And this is where we now, I'll clear the chart first. Okay. And let's roll to the 4H time frame. Okay, as you can see, this is where the price just arrived. Here on the left, to be honest, just from looking from from this time frame, I don't see any supply. You can see it's a small candles with wicks ups and down. I I cannot say that the price run away from that level and never turn back. Doesn't seem like a supply. It's hardly a resistance zone. But still, we have this reaction so far. So also, the same conclusion is the euro dollar. It's not a good level for sell on the first touch, but it's definitely also not a level to buy. Okay, we still just arrived into resistance zone. We can just see it and wait and see if the price will break out this level up. Okay, if that happened, then I will look for a new demand in order to let the price retrace this demand and then buy, or we can let the price, sorry, to break out this level. Okay, it's about the area, it's not a specific price. But if the price will break out this level, which is kind of support resistance, as you can see from the left, it was a resistance, now it's a support here and probably again. So if the price will break out this level, then I will start to look for a good price action for a sell position, which means I will look for a new supply if the price will create ones like this, and in order to sell, of course. And where the price now, it's, you know, it's not a good area for sell or for a buy position. So I keep follow this one. It's not far from breaking out this one or breaking up what we saw on the daily chart from the left. So I think it's important to keep the eyes open on this. The same situation as the euro dollar, as you can see. Okay. Someone asked for the Kiwi against the dollar, right? Just set my template. Okay, you are more than welcome, Enrique. And this is the daily chart for the Kiwi against the dollar. And as you can see, nothing from the left, okay? When I have a situation like this and I don't have any indication from the left, I'll just move to the higher time frame. This is the weekly chart. The price just arrive this area, which is, I would believe that there is a resistance level here on the left. But for the long term, and my conclusion from this weekly chart is that most likely we will see the price keep moves up at least until the price will reach that level. It doesn't mean that the price will do it just right away now. You can see the price. You can also see the price doing some technical correction down and then move up. Okay. When I'm saying that that's mostly the final destination of the price for this movement, it doesn't mean that the price will do it fast and with no technical correction. I don't know how. I just understand the price, and this is seems like from this weekly chart, it seems like it's the next available supply that will hold and stop the price from keep moves up. Also, not for sure, but at least this is the next station. Okay, now if the price will do it like this or move down and then up, I don't know. Okay, no one can know. So for now, it seems like the price just arrived in a resistance zone. I won't be surprised if we will see just kind of a technical correction from that level. And if that happened, also here we have a clear uptrend. As you can see, we have a very clear higher bottoms and higher tops. Okay, this is what defined an uptrend. The price create this high and then this low, then higher high, higher low, and then higher high, and another higher low, and then another higher high. And as long as the price keep this pattern, we can say that the price is bullish in uptrend. But if the price will break out this last low, it will give us another indication will give us some kind of confirmation that this uptrend is ended and we are now in a downtrend zone. Only if the price will break out at least the last low here. Okay, and in a different from what the price did before, we suddenly will see the price creates lower low, lower than the previous one here. Okay, of course, we can just wait and see if that happened. When I'm saying breakout, by the way, I don't mean that something like this, you know, by pips or two. Breakout should be something that convenience. Something like this will be good enough. Okay, so we can just continue with this price action after, and then we'll take the look. If the price will break out this level, I will look for a sell position. I will look for a new supply to use it. And that's for the short term. And for the intraday and back to the daily chart, I would like to see how this level from the left looks. And that's the reason the price, as you can see here, that's the reason that the price is holding now where it is on the right, on the current time. Okay, here it is. All right, so that's for the Kiwi against the dollar. And as you can see, many of the dollar pairs are in the same situation. Okay, let's take a look on the pound against the yen and see if we have something interesting here. I'll just switch the template. All right. Okay, I still have the buy limit here, as you can see. This is the daily chart also. The reason I have this buy limit is the demand lying down here. You'll see it much better on the daily chart. You can see from the left. This one. Okay. So that's demand. It's most likely a level that hold many unfilled buy orders. I'm almost sure that on the first touch of the price at this level, we will see some reaction of the price, or reaction, or even maybe the price will turn back to be bullish and continue the uptrend. But even reaction will be good enough. Okay, so that's the demand. Therefore, we have this buy limit and the stop also already set just below. Again, this is the daily chart. The reaction here, what you see here is the supply here from the left. We already see this reaction. The price reached that level, and therefore I believe that the price tends to reach at least this demand at the bottom here. There is a reason why this price stopped here. It's probably a demand that's hiding here below these two candles. If we switch for the 1H time frame, you'll see it here. And if you don't see it, maybe in 30-minute chart, sorry, here, it's this one. Even on 13-minute chart, we don't see exactly the demand. The few candles, the small and few little candles like this, and then the price run away. This is how demand looks. Probably we'll see the same picture here, but in the lower time frame. I'm just curious to see if we find it on the 15-minute. Still, as you can see, the price run away from that level very fast. Last check, well, this is the 5-minute, and this is what we have. Okay, so it's this reason or this one. Okay, back to the 1H time frame, and as you can see, we set these two lines because what we saw on the 5-minute chart here. So this is the first reaction. the first touch for this small demand that we saw in the 5 minutes. Remember this one. Then the price check again this level, and again and again. By the end, the price broke out the first demand. This is the reaction of the second demand that we just marked here, according to the 5-minute chart. So here it is. And this is the reaction, turn back and again, and run away from that level. As you can see, there is always reason where you see the price turn in a significant levels like this one and this one. There is a reason here from the left, even if you don't see it on this specific chart. Okay. And I do believe that if the price check this one and this one, I do believe that the price tends to reach the source of this movement, which is here below. So I'm waiting there. The fact that I do believe that the price reached it doesn't mean that the price must get there. Okay? But I'm waiting there with the order and keep following this one. At the moment, I really don't see, also because it's the end of the month and it's just the beginning of the week. And we are just getting close to these holidays times. Things get more calm. I don't see any opportunity now for the GBP against the yen to sell or to buy. I mean, maybe if I was a scalper that look for a very, very short-term position, intraday position, not intraday, short-term scalping, few pips. So maybe I would consider to buy here, or if I just switch to the 5-minute chart, or sell there. Okay, this supply. That's the next available level that I can say that I would maybe act there. So buy here and sell there at the top. Okay. And again, short-term scalping position, not more than this. Okay. So that's for the GBP against the yen. Any questions? And as for this question about the swing for GB pound against the yen, what I marked here below as a buy limit, that's relevant for swing or long-term traders. Okay. All right. By the way, if the price will break out this level and trigger the stop loss here, it's also give us an indication that most likely, not for sure, but we're gonna have a very high probability that the price will continue down, at least to this support here below. All right. So it will trigger the stop loss, but it's also kind of the first signal of the confirmation to look for a sell position. GB pound against the Aussie in a supply area. Okay. Which time frame? H1. Let's take a look. Okay. This is the H1. So if you mean by this, not the perfect one, but there is a level here that will probably will see the reaction. I mean, there is a reason we see a reaction now. I'm not sure it's a good enough supply. I don't see the price run away dramatically from that level and didn't turn. But if we want to see better, we can just turn to the 15-minute chart. And as you can see, if we want to be more precise, this is the supply here. Whoops. Okay. This is where the price ran away from. Also, not a very dramatic one. And it seems like the price react for this level here, maybe almost here. And then I'm not sure if to call it breakout or not. Anyway, when I'm not sure about something, I just do nothing with this. So it's not a clear situation. There is a supply here. I do admit that if that was the first time we reached this supply, I would consider to sell here on the first touch. If I would take some profit or if the price would trigger my stop loss, I don't know. And but for now, nothing to do here. It's too risky to sell. It's too risky to buy, of course. Let the price create a new levels or let the price reach new levels. So if I just take a look down and left and looking for a demand, I don't see here nothing from the left because this is the same level as this. It's all this level seems like support, not a demand. And here above, everything seems like resistance. Maybe we will get some reaction here. Okay, because since the price ran away from that level, we don't see any touch at this level. So maybe we'll see some reaction. It's not an amazing supply, but there is a level here that will hold the price probably for a while. And if we switch to the 4H time frame, as you can see also in the 4H time frame, it's all about support level here below. Okay, and to be honest, the next available demand seems like it's this one is holding on this one. So below this, we probably have a critical level in about this area. Sorry, okay, here below. And I'm trying to find a good reason to sell. And for now, I don't see any good reason for sale. But if the price will break out this level, it will give us a signal to look for sell position. Again, look for supply that broke out this level. And hopefully see the price turn back to this supply and sell on the first touch at this new supply. If we find this opportunity and if that occur here, if we'll see something like this, then turn back and sell, that situation and that sell position can be relevant for swing terms, long term, and with this line at the bottom here as a target, as a final target for this position. All right. So that's the only thing I can wait for now, and nothing else for this, at least for this one, for this pair. Okay, if I took the daily chart, as you can see, I still stand behind this line I put here below. It's a bit Quasimodo area also, as you can see the price get this level after downtrend, then create higher high. This new high is higher than the previous one, which is the last one of this downtrend. So that situation, when the price reached that level here, it's actually telling us, listen to me, this downtrend is ended most likely, and we are in uptrend mode now. Okay. Also, we see the price now moving down. The fact that the price reached that level higher than this one, actually we are in uptrend at the moment if we take a look on the daily or weekly charts. Okay, this is how the weekly chart look. So that's the situation for the GBP against AUD. Short, very short term also, I don't see any good reason for that. All right. Okay. Hi, John. Welcome. You asked about the Quasimodo. I think I explained about this. I will take 1 minute to explain you again. A very short explanation. Then you can also look for Quasimodo in our in the 5ers blog and many sources on the net. You'll find the good information. But the main idea behind the Quasimodo is that this pattern is first is very powerful pattern, and it's kind of it's a reversal pattern actually, and I will look for a very good one. It's actually the Quasimodo will come after a significant downtrend or uptrend, of course. If it's a downtrend like this one here, and what defines a downtrend actually? Defines downtrend, it's that the price created every time that the price create lower lows and lower highs. And then if the price suddenly with a one significant movement, which is not this case, it's not a perfect Quasimodo, but if the price after a downtrend with one significant movement creates a higher high, higher than the previous one, which is the last one of this downtrend, that creates the Quasimodo. Usually the Quasimodo level is here at the bottom, which is most likely in most of the case, it's the same level as the left shoulder. Okay, as you can see, the left shoulder is the last. It's not the last. It's one before the last low here. Okay, but again, if there is no demand here, which give us a good reason to buy, it's not relevant. Okay, so first it must be a demand or supply. If I find another good Quasimodo, I will mention this. If you ask at this situation, I would buy here, also because I have demand here, okay, and it's just combined with the left shoulder of this downtrend, which is the Quasimodo level. So two reasons, okay, which combined uh, create a good setup. But again, this is not the perfect Quasimodo. I will tell you if I find something more clear, a Quasimodo more clear than this one, like this one. Okay, for example, I take another 1 minute to explain this. At least if we don't find any good opportunity, let's get some benefit from this trading room. So as you can see, this one is a good one because the price came after uptrend. As you can see here, this is an uptrend. Okay, the price creates this high and then low, and then a new high, and then which is higher than the previous one, of course, and then new low, which is higher than the new low, and higher high, and then higher low, and again higher high. So far, everything is okay. Then with one significant movement, as you can see here, the price fall down and create lower low, much lower than the previous one. Look at the previous one here and look at this one. Okay, so actually that movement telling us that this wave of uptrend has changed and become bearish. Once it happened, it doesn't matter if the price would stop here or here, or as you can see here, very deep. As long as the price clearly broke out the last low, which is this one, and also create something above that seemed like a supply, like this one, and it's exactly at the same level as the left shoulder here, we have a good level to sell on the first touch. And here is the reaction. As you can see, the price very accurate at this situation. You need to risk only this level, and that's the maximum the price gave you. In this case, in any way, you should take a good position, okay? Even if you didn't took all the way down, and even if you lost after a while, uh, it's a good position here. So that's the Quasimodo, okay? Significant, yes. When I say significant, I mean something like this. Very strong and aggressive, okay? All right, okay, John. All right, so any other pairs we prefer to check? Wait for the reaction or just enter with limit order before price reach? At this situation, if you ask, at this situation, I would set, after I realized this situation, even when the price was here or here, okay, once the price did it, I can set the sell limit here and already the stop loss above. All right. And okay, By the way, still, as you can see, until today, the price didn't broke out this level. I'm not saying that we should get in another sell position there. It's became more and more risky. The first touch is the most safe time to get inside the position. This is the first touch here. Even if we see the price reaction here, that the price reacts for this level 4, 5, 6 times, it doesn't say, I mean, in the long-term statistic, the first time is the safest one. Okay, so as we can see, the price now react here. This is the daily chart for the pound dollar. Okay, and I would call all this level as resistance here. We might see the price keep moves up and reach the very top of this and these levels. All right. Okay, someone asked for the US dollar again, the loonie, US dollar and Canadian. Let's bring it. As you can see, just let's turn back to the position I'm in, the US dollar against the Japanese yen. You can see the price keep moves up, easy and slow. This is what the price just created here. You can see it. This is 5 minutes. Now, if the price will break out this small demand that just created a few minutes ago here, if the price will break out this level, that means that most likely we'll see the price continue down at least to the entry point that I'm in this position. So, and I don't want to be in this situation. After the price created this demand a few minutes ago, I can roll the stop loss below this level. All right. You can see this demand in this 1 minute chart. I have here maybe 2 pips below this level. For me, it's good enough. And I will let the price continue, hopefully continue up. If not, nothing happened. I'll take the profit here. Already took part of the position before, so I'm in a good situation. Okay. Where was the original stop loss? For this position? Yes, of course. The original stop loss was just below, sorry, just below this level. Okay, I enter because of this new fresh demand here. All right, so the stop loss was just below what you see here, a few pips below. All right. Okay, because entry in US dollar yen, what? Why? Oh, I explained about this position at the beginning. Sorry, I won't repeat this. And okay, all right, thank you. The main reason I entered this position, by the way, for who asked these questions, is the price created a demand here at the bottom. You can see how the price run away from that level. This is the first time the price reached that level again. So I think I bought here. It was exactly here. Then the price move up, a bit down, and that's the situation now. Okay. All right. And okay. I'll take the last. What about GB pound long pullback? We just talk about the pound yen. What do you mean by long pullback? Because I don't see any good reaction to do something with the pound against the dollar at the moment. Not for the long term, because we just about to reach a resistance level. So definitely not buy when you reach the resistance. But also it's not good enough for sell on the first touch, at least not on the first touch. So the best I can say about the pound dollar for now, but it's far from now, is wait and see in the price if the price will break out this level. Okay, it seems like the last significant one here, and it seems like the last low. The price suddenly didn't succeed to create higher high than this one, maybe by 1 pips, even not 1 pips, I think. Anyway, it's the same level as you can see. So it seems that the price just stopped, or two options, or the price just start to range inside, or we might see the price break out this level and then start to develop a bearish momentum. Okay, if that happen and the price will break out this level here, when I'm put a line here, I don't mean that the price will break out this line by pips. Breakout. Okay, this is breakout. When it's clear for your eyes, when it's happened in a very convenient way and aggressive, that's the breakout. Pips or 2 or 3 pips, it's not a breakout. Okay, so if that happens, something like this, and then we will see some new supply here above, I will let the price retrace this supply and sell on the first touch. Okay, that's the only situation I will do something with the pound dollar at the moment. All right. Okay, any other questions, guys? Okay, let's take the last one. Okay, I'll pick up the euro against the Canadian. We can see the price here. We already see here some reaction. It's very interesting to see what we have on the left and what the reason of this reaction. Here, we probably will find some demand on 1 minute chart, but as you can see, already have the reaction. Let's start from the higher time frame. This is the 4H time frame. So at the moment, not a good level to buy or to sell, but I definitely consider to buy only if the price reached that level here below. I would like to see how it's, by the way, and of course, this level here above seems like a very good level to sell. I would say more precise this one. I think seems a great level to sell on the first touch. Good supply. I love these levels when the price rally based, then drop from that level. Everything happened fast. You can see price rise up, very small delay, I mean, compared to the left and the right sides, and dropped. And for now, the price here, nothing very convenient here, not a demand for a long or swing terms traders. Maybe if I was a scalper and to look for a few pips here, maybe we'll find something. So only buy here and sell here. This is the next critical levels that I would consider to sell or to buy on the first touch of the price. That's the situation now. Okay, and daily chart, nothing else to say. 15 minutes, that's the situation. Okay, same situation. Not really interesting. This, I don't really like this chart. You see how it looks. All right. Okay, before we end, back to the dollar against the yen. This is the chart. This is what we have. This is the new low that the price created. Well, let's go below this one. Okay. All right. Any questions? Anyway, thank you for joining us today, and hope you enjoyed this trading room and get good value and benefit from this explanation. And I wish you a very successful trading week. Take it easy. Don't forget, these times in the Forex market, sometimes the market doesn't move and doesn't create good and clear opportunities. If you don't find the perfect setup, do nothing. If you do find a good setup, it's just 50% of the job. The next, manage your position. Always, as I show you now, always manage your positions. What I'm doing now is manage the position. I'm following the price. If the price creates a new low, I roll the stop loss below this low. And if the price creates another new critical low, roll again and again. Okay. Thank you, Bruno, and see you tomorrow at the same time. Bye bye.